Hi friends, today we're going to be celebrating Polish heritage thanks to the Polish chair at Canisius College. Today we have the story written by Jan Pianowski, The Glass Mountain, Tales from Poland, retold by David Walzer. The story I have chosen is The Warsaw Mermaid. One night long ago, two fishermen who lived by River Vistula heard singing coming from down by the water. When they heard it again the following night, they told their friends about it. "It must be a mermaid singing," said one of the friends. "Why don't you capture it and take her to the king? He will surely reward you handsomely." The fishermen liked the idea of the reward, but they were afraid the mermaid might cast a spell on them. They went to ask the priest for advice. "Go ahead and catch her," said the priest. "Make a basket out of willow, then creep up and throw it over her. But be careful to block your ears with wax, in case she tries to enchant you with her singing." The fishermen went home and made a basket as the priest had instructed them, then waited until evening. When they heard the dissonant sound of singing, they picked up the basket and walked along the river bank until they caught a glimpse of the mermaid through the reeds. She was a beautiful woman from the waist up, but below the waist she had a body of a fish covered in scales that glistened in the moonlight. They quickly stuffed their ears with wax, crept up behind the lovely creature, and flung the basket over her. The poor mermaid moaned and struggled, but she could not escape. Since it was now late at night, the fishermen took her to the friend Stas' barn. They asked him to keep her safely locked up for the night, saying they would come back in the morning and take her to the king. Stas agreed, but as soon as the two fishermen had gone home, he went to the barn to take a peek at the mermaid. He could just see her through the basket work, but he had not thought to block his ears. When the mermaid saw him, she began to sing. It was the most beautiful, sad song he had ever heard. let me go, kind man. Let me go back to my home in the river," she pleaded. But he could not help himself. He opened up the basket. The mermaid thanked him, slithered towards the river bank, and disappeared into the gently flowing waters. Still under her spell, Stas plunged into the water after her, and neither of them was ever seen again. But the mermaid was not forgotten. Many years later, the little village on the riverbank became the city of Warsaw. You can still see the mermaid on the coat of arms that stands proudly above the entrance to the city, holding a sword in one hand and a shield in the other. On stormy nights, the wind moans as it blows through the willows along the Warsaw riverbank. Or is it a mermaid singing? Thanks for listening, my friends.